따따따따.
네, 안녕하세요. 김현두입니다. 오늘 이제 발매된 지 한 2시간 지났죠? 호라이즌 제로 던 The Frozen Wild DLC가 오늘 공개됐는데요. 말하고 부장님 영상을 찍으려고 해놨어요. 근데 들어와서 보시는 분이 없을 것 같아서 제가 코멘트를 꺼놓고 할 텐데, 코멘트 뜨면 오른쪽 위에 뜨거든요. 사람 들어오면 제가 그때 켜도록 할게요. 지금 새벽 2시 반이라서 생방송으로 보시는 분이 없을 거란 말이죠. 원래 뭐 제가 누구 보라고 찍는 건 아니지만. 바로 코멘트를 끄고
It's so bittersweet, like a smile for a bloody teeth.
What's the matter? You look disappointed.
Oh, the bandit plans are gone. I hear another turned back at the southern plains, just at a sniff of the legend we carved.
That's what all this bloodshed was for, to end the bandit threat.
But now there's nothing left to kill. Unless... No.
I guess this is our last farewell.
After all we've been through, this isn't the place for that. There's a mesa south of Meridian with a view of the spear shafts. Meet me there.
No. 여기는 아까 어떻게 그랬지? 이거 분석해서 중요하지 않아. 나에게 필요한 건 새로운 지역일 뿐이라. 지금 12시간 동안 일을 하고 지금 4시간이 좀 됐는데 집에 들어온 지는 얼마 안 됐고, 그래서 혹시로 내가 하던가 바로 많이 하던가 안 좋다던가 대단한 문제가 있을 수 있어요. 찍었어요. 저 이건 편집을 안 하고 여러분은 생각을 볼 텐데 그냥 봐야지. 못 보는 사람도 얼마 없지만. 하긴 게임은 얼마나 찍는지. Let's go. 오랜만에 들어온 것 같네. 와서 문제가 있어. 아까 왜 할말 썼을까? 자꾸 이거 정리했었는데. 잠시만요. 이거 좀 바꿀게요. 제가 안 쓰는 무기로 세팅이 되어 있는데. 준비 중.
Just holding it.
위로 어떻게 가죠? 공부를 다 하네. 거기 왜 못 갔었었는데. 가는 거지? 저 간만에 다시 다운받았거든요, 이거. CD인데, 제 플스 그거 지웠다가. 다시 받았는데. 어디? 들어오는 거는 나가는 데도
Need them soon enough.
맞단 얘기네요. 맞단 얘기인데. 카다와 또 기어 올라갈 거 없고요.
Gonna come in handy. Can't carry more.
설정에 길 알려주는 거 있지? 난이도 왜 어려운지죠? 탈출구를 알려달라고. 강화를 들어왔으면 592. 거기서 필요 없는 것 같은데 여기서 대화에 그렇게 나온 것 같아. 그거를 이거 올라왔어.
Keep that for later.
아, 위치가 그거는요? 이거 기억했는데. 어디 가야 되나? 어떻게 나가야 돼? 여기로 올라가는 거 없지 않나? 아이씨 괜히 들어가고 길만 이러네. 이렇게 하자니까 길이 안 맞을 것 같다. 이럴 것 같은데. 이 중심으로. 어떻게 나가야 되냐고. 아, 짜증나. 여행자라는 항목이 새로 생겼네요. 올렸었구나. 있었나? 없었던 것 같은데. 아, 진짜 편해. 계속 팬이고 있잖아. 생각 없었지. 아이씨. 개짜증나. 빠른 이동이 안 돼. 여기 빠른 이동이 안 돼. 기다려서 내가 어디로 가야 돼? 뭐 하는 거야 지금? 아이 지금 가야 될 상황인데 지금. 길치다. 이렇게 길을 잃어본 적이 없는데. 보통 이런 게 나가는 길이 있어야 되는 거 아니야? 어이씨, 예리언님도 나가시는 거 없어요. 길이 다 막아놨어. 지하철은 한 번 나가는 길이 있을 줄 알았는데 그냥 그렇게 타왔어요.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
약간 나가는 길을 안 나. 진짜 그럴 거야. 씨. 아, 덥다.
Not done yet.
다시 진행해보죠. 제대로.
Is this the way to their territory?
올라가네. 아, 무서워. 가봅시다. 네. 빨리 그려진 표식이 있죠. DLC를 그런 뜻이죠. 아무것도 없습니다. 네.
Scrabbling a bit.
You don't look like you know this path, Hunter.
Seems you're a long way from anything. Where does this trail lead?
For me, it leads south, away from the Banuk, past the Grave Horde. Anukai, watch over me. This is the quickest way out of the cut, instead of going all the way through Oseram territory. And take it from me, you want a quick way out of the cut.
I haven't even arrived yet. Why would I want to leave?
Strange machine attacks? A curse on the mountain? It's enough to make me look forward to Meridian.
You're going to Meridian?
Yes. I was named an envoy to the Karja King's court. No one else wanted to do it. It's not so bad. I just recount the songs from Ban-Or, and the Karja draw their funny little glyphs. I tell them of the machine's growing anger, and the Karja King still offers aid, even though he knows the Banuk will not accept it.
What kind of strange machines? And what kind of curse?
Machines tougher and crazier than anything in the south, I heard. And smoke comes off the mountain like a funeral pyre all day and night. But like I said, I just passed through now.
What sort of place is the cut?
It's on the edge of everywhere. The edge of Ban-Or, the edge of the mountains, the edge of other tribes' territories. It's suffered in the war with the Karja. But it suffered before that too. Life there is a test to survive out on the edge.
Not exactly homey. I can see why you'd want to move on.
Home is what you carry in a roll on your back.
Well, thanks for the warning. I'm curious about these machines, though.
And the warning rolled off you. I understand. You adventurers are all alike. Good luck.
이쪽 안에 블랙스펀이 있을까? 네. 그게 제일 궁금한데?
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Yeah, I'm doing the broken out.
Got too much already. This one's a new predator. Let's see the heat coming off it. No room.
굳이 이렇게 나왔어요. 무슨 의미가 있는가에 대한 답변.
Stocking up?
어디서 소리가 들리는데? 오르라.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
아, 말고 간다. 그때 저기 피워놨겠지? 그때 저긴가? 사람 수가 사람인가? Hello?
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Smoke from the mountain is burst today. Bad omen for the ritual. The young hunters have learned a lesson from Thunderstrom. Sometimes, our shaman has abandoned us. Of survival. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
아니, 사람이 별로 안 좋은가 봐요.
You died on Thunderstrom. Your songs will not be forgotten.
Who knows better how to lead than Aratak? We must put our faith in him.
아우, 손가락 기절. 봅시다.
Raising.
막 뭐가 이렇게 나오네. 여기 이렇게 나와.
Perhaps there's no one to...
방? 콘텐츠가 틀렸네. 아쉽게.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
좋고요.
And I will stand with him.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrind, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
불사들인가 나의 생각. 경기. 클린트? 족장 냄새나.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Oratok!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought that Crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Oratok, gearing them up to do it all over again.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Oratok and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Werik chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Werik, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What are these Weriks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Weriks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Weriks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this still-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
I dyed these clothes. Myself at one of the boiling pools in the Plume Land.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Araya knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. He's changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
I'd go to Stone Yield and kill Allgood myself if he weren't hiding behind his crew of cutthroats.
May all Stone Yield's bandits freeze in their sleep. Like cowards. The only one fit for them. I speak for the spirits. He who ignores the spirits ignores the blue light itself.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lowlai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide.
Money, right?
During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Silence by rising waters.
Okay, I don't know enough about how this daemon affects the machines. Gotta find Araya. For that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified, with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Outlanders hate the Karja, but we work hard as any
What brings
tribe.
you Karja so far from your home?
There's good machine hunting in the cut. Danger, too. Some have a taste for both, and they pay people like me well to guide them. We've had a bad run this time, even after I brought this priest along to read the signs.
I did say the sun's light was cast quite red the night of the...
Not your concern, though, Huntress. May your arrows find their mark.
A little sweat and hard work
I have
never
nothing
hurt
to
anyone.
trade.
I need a moment. My duties today are endless.
Bergren said Array's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. What did it take to knock Scavengers are just getting started. back. Should scan the tarmac. See how deep the damage goes. There's frost between my teeth. Maybe my focus will see something. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get what's inside its head. next part. It's heavy. Helpful. Should have brought a cart. For later.
올라가야 되는데.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, I'm right. I just need to get the power flowing through again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy! Right, it's never easy. Can't even make a dent in that thing. I think I can leap onto the tall neck from here. Made it. Now to climb up to its head. I can't feel much of anything in this. Not built for mountain climbing, huh? can get out of this.
좋은 멘트 있다.
You'll do. No good. It's not gonna even notice me attacking it. Okay, they're heading back. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. machine that big down. pulse from the tower. That's got their attention. No way I'll be able to take a machine that big down. Are you Neltuk?
I've been observing that tower for hours. How the daemon's light pulses through it, repairing machines. You overcame it, just like that.
Kind of what I do. I'm looking for Aurea. Can you help me?
She's gone where only shamans can tread. She left in search of answers from the voice in the blue light. And yet, what she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far. You should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Araya's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Araya's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Araya when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Araya and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Araya at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path. Save this for later.
이렇게 돌아서 우리 성향이 딱 맞다. 모닥불 집합시다.
Save these for the trail.
잘 안 보이네요. 이거.
Those mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something larger is built. I guess the old ones like these animals. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the dip? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? Another holographic interface. A piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. The lock positions. Helpful. Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to... flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones. But one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the plain. Stone ruin, cloud cold,
tuck that away.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin!
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
It's too slow. I can't swim against it. It's even less refreshing than it looks.
This gate's fairly heavy. It would be, I think, in the interest of my continued health and happiness for you to lock it in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Looks like I could jump across on that rickety rusting platform.
Blazing forge, girl! Careful! Don't want you drowning in this ruin now, do we? Ouch! Now, I suppose I might be mistaken, but that didn't look intentional. Are you all right? Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Club sellouts and runaway cowards! We see you! I forgot the words. Shit, look at me started off so strong and then it all just... Well, that's sort of my MO. Band-Aid! We need one.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Could be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
It's set up the same way on this side. I should look for an access tunnel. Ugh. A tub of stagnant water. Charming. Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
The drop's too far!
Going down.
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that branch?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Forge, forgive me.
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside.
You were right.
I can't.
This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old gilded intuition in action. Never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Ooh, what's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps? This place is full.
Okay, shells, we're not.
Can we have a look?
Right now. Recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of counting practice, right? Merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your stickers.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Sure are a lot of valves. Should check my focus first. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That's not quite right. Something's not right. Looks like I'm on the right track.
You got a confident mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
There. One step closer.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Getting there.
Been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, right? I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
The water's flowing, just where it needs to. Looks like I'm on the right track. There, that should do it. I should head back. See if I take care of the rest of the water.
Got it working. looking, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it's sealed because of the fog. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here. Looks like that's everything.
You smell that?
I should head back up.
Smells like a Ford-side morning in the claim.
Spare the lights.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room,